वंशी विभूषितकरान्नवनीरदाभात् पीताम्बराधरुणबिम्ब फलाधरोस्तात् पूर्णेन्दुसुन्दरमुखात् अरविन्दनेत्रात् कृष्णात् परं किमपि तत्त्वमहं न जाने. Shri Krishnaya Namaha. Welcome to the scripture class. This Friday, the scripture is Uddhava Gita. It's from the Bhagavatam, as we know, and Bhagavatam is such a wonderful scripture. And in the Uddhava Gita, Krishna told to Uddhava about the glory of holy company, association with the sages, guru, holy company. That is enough to give you liberation. There is nothing greater than holy company in spiritual life. And holy company itself is not the thing that will that is enough, that is everything. But holy company leads us to all love of God and spiritual illumination and all that. Gradually, by the grace of the holy and company of the holy, we automatically, even without our own understanding, automatically proceed towards spiritual unfoldment. That is the greatness of holy company. After saying that, he explained very nicely about holy company, that nothing is greater than holy company. Now, after that, Uddhava says, "Oh, you told, but I am confused. I have doubt." So it is very clear. Sri Krishna said, but he had the doubt how the holy company will lead to emancipation, and of course, the one doubt was if you have already finished your leela, how will I have holy company? You are already living. So that was another doubt. So Uddhava's question was verse 16 on the chapter 6. Uh, Uddhava's question was, chapter 7. Uddhava's question was, Samsaya Srinato Vacham Tava Yogeshwareshwara Na Nivartate Atmasto Ena Brahmyati Me Mana. My head is reeling, my mind is moving, unstable. Um, I have doubts, samsaya, Srinato, by hearing your vacham, your words. That has confused me, says Uddhava, such a great jnani. And Sri Krishna wanted to clear the thing. They all, these great people, great disciples, they are doubt for us because our doubt doesn't clear. That's why they say, I have some doubts left, oh Lord. That's what they say that Swami Vivekananda doubted Sri Ramakrishna for us because we doubt if Swami Vivekananda had not tasted Sri Ramakrishna and got all the answers that the following the human being that will come later will have some doubt about his realization about the truth of his saying. So Sri Ram Swami Vivekananda not doubted for us, not for himself maybe, but he had the doubt so that others, those who come after him, get all the answers. That's how he was tasted. So here also Sri Krishna Uddhava says, Samsayam Srinato Vacham. I have doubt hearing, listening to your speech, your talk. Tava Yogeshwareshwara. Oh, Yogeshwareshwara. Sri Krishna is sometimes called Yogeshwara. Yatra Partho Dhanut. Yatra Yatra Partho Dhanudhara. Like that. In the Gita, it is there. Where there is Sri Krishna, the Yogeshwara, and where is Partha, the Dhanudhara, and there is success, no doubt. Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. Tatra Srir Bijayo Bhuti. There will be prosperity and victory. I have no doubt about that. But Sri Krishna the Yogeshwara. Here is Uddhava says you are not only Yogeshwara, you are Yogeshwareswara. Those who are masters of mind, master of senses. You are the lord of the master of the senses. People, yogis can have control over the senses. You are the lord of even the yogis. So Nanivartate Atmastho. I am it what you told, it doesn't come to sing to my mind. Yena Brahmyati Memana. And hence my mind is wandering, is reeling, not fixing, not able to fully comprehend the ways for realization of truth. Now, you'll find that what Sri Krishna is saying now is more about the very basic of the knowledge of the basic of this universe. Sri Bhagavan Vacha, we have already read this last time. स एष जीवो विवर विवर प्रसूति प्राणेन घोषेण गुहां प्रविष्ट Manomayam Sukshma Upetya Rupam Matra Swaro Varna Itistivista. This Paramatman which manifests itself in the centers of the spinal column. So Paramatman manifests in the centers of the spinal column. So we have very fine nerves, spinal column, which can be perceived by the yogis only, and there are centers, six centers that run through from the very basic base of the spine to the head. So up to that, there are the six centers on the spinal column. So, and this is the Paramatman's different manifestation. That's why this is Kundalini Jagarana, waking up of the Kundalini. Kundalini is the basic, very spiritual energy in the very divine power that remains at the base of the spine, at the Mooladhara, base of the spine. It's called Mooladhara. Mooladhara center, there the Lord decides, has entered the Mooladhara. What has entered there? The divine power, the God Himself has entered there. So Paramatman has entered there, and it will manifest gradually when it moves to different centers on the spinal column. Different centers often called lotus or chakras. So that's what Sri Krishna now started explaining him about the Kundalini Yoga, coupled with the subtlest form of sound. So there, what is there at the base of the spine? There is the divine energy and that divinity, and there is prana, the very basis of the energy. The life energy is there in very subtle form. And what is there more? And there is prana coupled with the subtlest form of sound. So thought. There is energy, there is mind in very subtlest form, thought, and there is the divine, there is what called consciousness. All are there in the very subtlest form. Suppose that to be the very basis of our divine energy, so our divine being. And Sri Krishna describes that how as the evolution happens, the sound that is there in the very subtlest form, as in the form of para, at the base of spine, gradually when it comes from the mouth, there have been transformation of the sound. In the Mooladhara or the base of the spine, it is very subtle. You don't have any idea of what thought is there, what speech is there. So, but it slowly becomes grosser and grossest, and at the level of when it comes, it gradually becomes grossest form in the form of when it comes as the sound in the grossest form. That's how the Ishvara, the very unmanifest, very subtle, that becomes visible as this universe. That Ishvara becomes visible as this body. So that is what subtle to gross. That is what Sri Krishna wants to describe here. And in saying that, he Manomayam Sukshma Upete Rupam Matra Swaro Varna Iti Stavista. And that para, that very sound, original sound in the form of idea, unspoken, unheard, but very subtle in the form of para, one with the God. That para is the supreme. Supreme is one with God. The sound is one with God. In the beginning was the Word, and Word was with God. What is here in Bible, that is here. That para, that word, unspoken, unheard of, unthought of, that but the very seed of the word is there with the divine consciousness. And there is also prana, the divine energy, that life force, life energy there. And that gradually manifests. When it manifests in the form of sound, audible sound, there are three things there. It's called matra, swaro, varna, iti stavista. It has become gross sound. What is the gross sound has? Matra, it is the length of the sound. You can short or long matra. Then swara, it is the pitch, low pitch, middle, high pitch. Swarit, anudatta, udatta. And it has the varna. Varna is a syllable sound, like ka, kha, ga, like that thing, syllable sound. So all this, how this sound that is audible, it has its origin at the base of the spinal column, and there it remains in the form of para. It cannot be, it is supreme. From that, when that evolves, comes up, that sound comes up at the level of Manipura, the third chakra from the base of the spine, That level it's called Pashyanti. And there is also Pashyanti for the yogis, can find what thoughts are coming, what sound is coming. They can perceive, but not the ordinary person. Then it comes up at the heart and it's called Madhyama. So from the navel, where it is Para, Pashyanti, it comes to the heart level, then it is Madhyama. Then we can understand thoughts are coming up, sound has not been produced, it is thought, Madhyama. And then it comes, the sound comes still higher in the spinal column, and at the throat level, then it becomes Vak with all manifestation. Vak is Vaikhari. All are Vak in the Para Pashanti Madhyama, and what is audible sound is called Vaikhari. Vak Vaikhari, Shabdajhari, Shastra Vyakhyan Kausalam, Vaidushyam, Vidusham Tadvat, Bhuktaye, Natu Muktaye, Viveka Chudamani. So Vak Vaikhari. Vak has manifested in the form of Vaikhari, in the form of words, speech, explanation. That is Vaikhari. Vak is now Vaikhari. Vak at the thought level is Madhyama. The thought level that very few people can understand the thought is only yogis can Madhyama, and when only yogis can see in the Mula in Manipura level, it is called Pashyanti, and still subtle form is called Para. Nobody can see it. So that is one with God. That's word is one with God. The thought is one with God. God, that consciousness, the prana, the energy, vital energy, and your speech in the form of para, they all are there situated. So how this subtle becomes gross, that's what Sri Krishna wants to say us, the how this world has created from that God. So this world is just a manifestation of the divine, and he goes on further to say about the divine. How this divine manifested, I tried to explain last in my last Uddhava Gita class also. Yatha nalakhe nilabandhu rushma balena darunya dimatyamana anu prajato havisha samadhyate tathaiva me vyaktiriyam hivani. By giving the example of speech, he's trying to say how this subtle becomes gross. So, as fire exists in the pores of wood as latent heat. So, fire is there in the wood, but that fire is not seen. It does, wood is cold, but fire is there, it is latent. So, that is the para level. There is a sound at the spinal column, at the base of the spinal column, but that is not heard at all. Nobody can hear. So, though it is there, but nobody can perceive it. So, that is like the para level. That is what the fire in the wood. Every object has fire in it. So, that fire, when it somehow you could manifest that fire. So, how we manifest the fire? Heating that, giving heat to it, and it burns. How it burns? When you give heat to it, external heat, but that external heat it doesn't really burn it. External that stimulates the fire within it. External heat is little thing, but this little flame you bring near the combustible something, how the combustible thing it burns. So burns by its own intrinsic energy, intrinsic power. That energy in the wood is the fire. It manifests as the fire. So that fire exists in the wood as latent heat. That's the para level, which through vigorous friction aided by wind manifests itself in the wood first as a spark. Now, this fire from the wood can be generated without even bringing other fire near it. You don't need matchstick, you don't need lighter, you don't need flame, you don't need anything. Fire can come out from the wood itself because there is fire. That's why they say wood has fire. How does it come? The fire they just churn. The one wood is churned by another wood. Special kind of wood is called arani caster. Arani is which easily catches. So when you start like rubbing the one wood with another wood, then spark comes out from that. Spark originates because heat generated, and spark originates. So spark when it is originated, but fire has not come, blazing fire. So that spark originated is caught by some cotton-like thing easily, and that is what is Pashyanti level or Madhyama level. That Madhyama level is come there. Now that spark and a little other cotton that has come, madhyama, that you can see there is the thoughts. Speech has come in the form of thoughts that will become speech. All speech are our thoughts that become speech. That's why Vedic prayer is there. May my mind be established in speech. May my speech be established in my mind. So, Vang me manasi pratisthita, mano me vachi pratishthitam. What I speak should be controlled by the mind. If mind has no control and the sound starts coming without my control, that sound will be something maybe dangerous. So I should be aware what I am speaking. When you are angry, then mind has no control over the sound. So sound should be established in the mind, and mind should be established in the sound. So mon mukh e ek bolte hain Thakur. Thakur is to say, mind and speech make one. What you think, that you speak. When you speak, think that. Like that, that is the best way you be the spiritual person. Whatever you think, that you speak. Whatever you speak, that you think and speak. So, and you speak only what you do, what you believe. You don't say anything that you do not believe, something just you say without practicing, without believing, without conviction. So, there your mind is not fixed there in that speech. The speech is without mind being convinced of it. And when you are angry and the sound comes, that time also your mind is not fixed there. Your sound comes by its own self, and that's why something wrong sound comes. Problems happen when you talk in the when you are angry, when mind is not settled. That's why here it says, when at the level of madhyama, the fire has come, spark has caught the cotton, small cotton, and fire is now visible. And now you put some ghee into that fire, a little fire has come, and you give some firewood that catches easily fire, small, tiny, thin pieces of firewood, and then it catches the fire, and then the blaze comes out. The blaze is the word, like the word that comes out and visible. That blaze fire will be visible to everyone, and that is the ancient way that fire used to be generated for Homa. Even in traditional way, when you have Homa done, they didn't bring fire from any other place. They will rub the one wood with the other and churn it, and then spark comes. Make that spark is made into fire. The holy fire comes out like that. One is that way the people generate fire for the holy Homa, Havana. There are some other holy fires. Someone ancient time, some great their um, prophet started that fire, and they protect that fire. And from that fire, the present day fire in the temple, those are fire worshippers, Parsis, Zoroastrians, they worship the same fire that has been produced by their prophet, and they guard it and they save, protect it. When they came as refugees from Iran, after Iran was uh, pervaded by Muslims, attacked by Muslims. So they fled to save their religion and culture. They came to India as the refugee. And there with them, they brought fire, that fire. And from that fire, in the fire temple in Mumbai or wherever the temple is there, you will find the same fire that was lit thousands of years ago. That fire is burning. One of the oldest religions of the world, Zoroastrians, like Judaism and Hinduism, like that is Zoroastrians. And when they do not know when that fire was, that original fire had come, they say must be prophet had brought it or something happened. Like that idea, the fire came from heaven. That is the idea. As we have in Hindus the idea that Ganga came from the heaven. Like that, they have the fire is the gift of God from heaven. It is given in Semitic religion also it is there, and also in for Parsis also it's very holy. For Vedantist or for Vedikas, fire is to be generated from the firewood, from the wood itself, not from something that catches easily. So like that, then the tangible fire, and it's finally set ablaze by ghee. Similarly, is speech my manifestation. Why you give the example of this? Sri Krishna is saying, from subtle to the gross, it is all my manifestation. He is trying to impress upon Uddhava that the world you see is not separate from me. It is my Atman, my subtle soul manifest as this universe. Don't think when I am gone, this my lila is finished, is done. I am not here. I am manifested as the universe. Why don't you try to see me, the supreme being, the Nirakara, Nirguna, Iswara, or whatever way that you think of God, manifesting as this universe? That's how the things from subtle to gross they manifest. Similarly, the whole universe is the manifestation of God, of that pure consciousness. And he gives the example of fire generation, also the example of speech. So let us see now from today. So here again it goes into details of how this manifestation happens. As we know, the cosmology, this cosmology, Sankhya cosmology, with 24 cosmic principles we already know. Like that is Puranic cosmology also. They have come. The Hindus, the Vedantic cosmology has been borrowed from Sankhya. They were very ancient philosophers. From that it is borrowed. So Vedantic cosmology here it says, Evam, verse 19, Evam gadi karma gatir visargo grano raso drik sparsha shrutischa sankalpa vijnana mathabhimana sutram raja sattva tamo vikara. Now, everything about the basic of Vedanta, see how he's saying. Sri Krishna is saying to Uddhava, and through him, he is telling to us what are the basic things that Vedanta describes. And so also are articulation, action, motion, and expulsion. So also means what? Like that from subtle prana, these are the grosser manifestation of what are the grosser manifestation? Articulation, action, motion, and expulsion. These are the jnanendriyas. These are the karmendriyas. We have 10 organs. 10 organs of the 10 organs, 5 are the organs of action, and 5 are the organs of knowledge. So sense organs of knowledge and 5 organs of action. So these are all manifestation from that prana, of that all that prakriti that is there, that the jiva that is there at the base of the spine, that manifests in our action, all coming from one source. That source is God. From God comes the prakriti, from prakriti manifests into so many varieties. What are the 5 organs of actions? It says, what are the actions? Articulation, speech, speaking. That is, tongue moves, something moving. Uh, then action. Action is we work. Through what we work? Hand. Hands are the organs of action. Then motion, walking. That is also organ of action, organ of action. So motion and expulsion, something upastha and payu, they say, through which it is things are evacuated, things are thrown out. Like that, there are 5 organs of action. So they are all manifestation of that subtle being. And then there are 5 organs of senses, sense organs. What are they? Smelling, tasting, seeing, touching, and hearing. And for that, we have 5 sense organs through which the 5 senses that is in the mind, that in the brain, that work. So we see with the help of eyes. But the real organ of seeing or sense organ for seeing is there in the brain. Swami Vivekananda says it is some center, nerve center in the brain that is responsible for our perception of vision. So that is 5 different kinds. We see, we hear, we smell, we touch, and we taste. These are the 5 organs of senses. All these are the manifestation of that being, of that different kind of sense organs. These are a part of our being, the manifestation. And what he says, and there are seeing, touching, hearing, and there are and there are other actions still there. What are the others still? Cogitating, knowledge, identification, and the sutra. So there are, what are the other things? Cogitating. Now comes the your antakarana. It is called antakarana, inner organ. It cogitates. It perceives, the organ of perception. So where the things go through the senses, things come to it, and now it is not able to decide but try to cogitate whether it is this or that. That is the mind. That's the manas. It's called manas, a part of the antakarana. All these five organs of action, five organs of perception, and these four parts of antakarana, they all make this 19 this, this 14 things. They're all part of jivatma. Plus 5 will be added. There's 19. Total 19 are the parts of Jivatma. 14 plus 5. 5 are the pranas, that power, energy, life forces. 5 kinds of life forces, which act in us, like some in circulating blood, some in digesting food, some in the energy that brings out, like that, the energy that helps in evacuating. All these are 5 kinds of life forces. They have divided life forces of prana into 5. That's why they call pancha prana: prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana. So these are the 5 life forces that act in us. In subtle form, they remain as a part of jivatma, as a part of our very basic being. That is our original being. So what are those 4 things? Cogitating on manas, knowledge. It's called sankalpa is the that thing. Sankalpa is the manas. Vigyan or knowledge is the buddhi, and identification is called ratha abhimana. Abhimana is ahankara, and here buddhi and chitta are together. So we have 4 kinds of division of mind. Very mind stuff has 4 kinds of division. One is called the manas, that the things come first to manas and it is not able to decide whether this or that, is always doubting, vacillating aspect of our mind is called manas. And then it decides, oh, it is this. So it is called buddhi. And how does it decide? By comparing with the memory. That memory is called chitta. All our memory of our experience remains in chitta. That's also part of the mind, a function of the mind. And that is what manas, chitta, buddhi, manas, these 4, manas, buddhi, chitta, and then ahankara. That's identification. That's why it's called abhimana. Here is ahankara. Manas, buddhi, chitta, and ahankara. These 4 are the antakarana. In ordinary language, we call it mind. Mind includes all these 4 aspects of its activity. And there is another thing it is said here that he calls it is sutra. And the sutra has also the modifications of sattva, rajas, and tamas. All this so subtle form, they are there with the Lord at the base of spinal cord. That's what is the seat of our being. That's what the seat of our being. So division, manifestation, diversification of one being, that Atman has now taken place. So, like that, is this whole universe is the identification of God. That's what he wants to say. So, what is Sutra? Sutra is called Sutratma, or often called Hiranyagarbha or Mahat, the first manifestation, or some of them sometimes called Vayu also, not the Vayu, not Pancha Prana, but Vayu, original Vayu. All these are different terms given for Sutra. That is the very unmanifested buddhi, mahat. In Puranic lore, it's called, terminology, it's called Brahma. Brahma is the Sutra. Hiranyagarbha or Brahma is that Sutra. And that Sutra, the Mahat, that Mahat manifests in all that. In Sankhya cosmology, Mula Prakriti is there with the Ishvara. Ishvara and Prakriti remain together. The Prakriti is dependent on Ishvara. Prakriti is the power of Ishvara. When Prakriti and Ishvara are there, there is no manifestation. Mula Prakriti is there. That Mula Prakriti, or simply called Prakriti, that Prakriti manifests in this universe. And that Prakriti is nothing but God in action. So this Universe is God in action. So when Prakriti, from that Mula Prakriti, unmanifested Prakriti, also called Avyakta or unmanifest, when that unmanifest starts manifesting, the very first manifestation of the Prakriti is Mahat, Buddhi, Hiranyagarbha, Sutra, whatever term you give, that being. From Sutra comes all this Pancha Prana, Pancha Vayu, Pancha Karmendriya, Pancha Jnanendriya, all this come from that. Not only that, these 19 things, but also comes for the creation, the very building block of creation of this universe is three guna. The three guna remain with the Prakriti, and that three gunas also manifest along with the manifestation of this Prakriti as this universe, or manifesting as our body. What are the three gunas? It is Sutram Raja Sattva Tamo Vikara. And this, when this three manifests, it is Vikara, it is transformation, it is change. When they remain in balance, there is no manifestation, there is no creation. When there is disbalance in the gunas, and then there is creation. What are the three gunas? Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. That is there in everything that is created. Sattva, Rajas, is Tamas. It is in our mind, in our brain, in everything, physical thing also. There are three gunas are there. So they can manifest. They say Sattva is light, and Tamo is very heavy, and Rajas is middle. Like that, if you take as the weight, and if you take as the manifesting, it says the Sattva is the white and bright, and Rajas is the dim light, not fully clear, and Tamas is dark, unclear, it is unseen, it is no light is there. Like that, these three gunas are there, everything and every being and every situation. There are three gunas in this universe. So these three gunas and all these 19 things of the Jivatma with the Paramatman in his makes our being, that is us. Similarly, that whole universe has that Jivatman is there, and that Jivatman with the Ishvara is Hiranyagarbha with the Ishvara, that Mahat with the Ishvara. That becomes the Jivatma, also called Virat or Vishwa or Tejas, different stages of in the cosmic level, the different stages. As we say, waking, sleep, and deep sleep, and dreaming. Like that, this Virat is the waking state of the Ishvara. You see, guna, Virat is the waking state of Ishvara. And Tejas is in the deep sleep, and Vishwa is like in dream. That's called Vishwa. So, like that is the terminology given. And here, this Vedantic terminology Sri Krishna wants to clear. But the intention is to make us understand that subtle, finer thing manifests as this grows. So, Vedanta is very clear in saying that this creation has not come out from God, and it is dissociated and differentiated from God. It is connected with God. God is very much there. That is one thing like that. The example given is like a rope. Thick rope is there which you can hold, it can tie. And that thick rope, if you analyze, if you open it, then you'll find smaller strings. And if you analyze that smaller string, there will be small fine threads. If in that thread, if you open, then there will be small fibers. And the fibers, if you analyze, they will be like molecular level will be there of the cellulose. So like that, from gross to subtle, but the same thing, that subtle thing making this gross row. Subtle cellulose fiber will make gross row. So like that, subtle God makes this perceptible universe. Not only makes, but he becomes. He is very much in this universe that is created out of itself. Sri Krishna will say that God is not separate from this universe. That Sri Krishna wants to say to Uddhava. You see here. Let's go to next verse. Ayam hi jiva strivrid abja yoni avyakta eko vayasas adya विश्लिष्ट शक्तिर बहुधेव भाति बीजानि योनिम प्रतिपद्येयद्वत्. This Ishvara, one and undifferentiated at first. So Ishvara is one. He is Brahman. Brahman When it is not creating, there is no Srishti, there is Ishvara. Ishvara is undifferentiated, no Srishti has come out. It is the existence, it is the pure consciousness. It is the Ishvara. This was the Ishvara, one and undifferentiated at first. Has his powers. What is the powers? That is Prakriti is his power, that Avyakta is his power, that Maya is his power, that powers differentiated by time and appears to be of diverse forms. So now this Prakriti starts creating. And when the creation starts, it diversifies. Hmm? What is diversified? Like seeds reaching proper fields. So when seeds reach, oh, beautiful example. When seeds, nothing, no plant is seen in the seed. There is big banyan tree and the smallest seed, but we cannot see that. But when that seed goes to the field and the seed sprouts, then you see big banyan tree coming out. Like that, Ishvara cannot be seen. And that Ishvara, when it manifests into this universe, then only the things come out in which that Ishvara manifests in this universe. To be of diverse form, like seeds reaching proper fields. For he is the primeval one, the substratum of Maya, the component of the three gunas, and the cause of the cosmic lotus. Now, this universe after is called cosmic egg, Brahmanda, egg of Brahma. Hmm? How can Brahma have egg? Brahmanda means creation of Brahma. Creators. Creators is not seen, the creation is seen. That's why this is called cosmic egg or Brahmanda, because Brahma is the creator. So now Sri Krishna gives another terminology here. It says cosmic lotus. He says abja, it uses the word Abjayoni is the it is the lotus source of yoni, means from which the creation starts. So from which the creation comes out called yoni. But what is the yoni? It is abja, it is lotus. Use lotus, this whole universe in the form of lotus. The Lord manifesting in the form of lotus. What manifests? The seed. What is seed? Seed is the Brahma. Where that seed lies? It lies with Ishvara. And Brahma is Mahat, intellect. Brahma is always intellect. So that's why Brahma is called Sattva Guna. Because our intellect, when it has to create, it has to be calm, serene, Sattva Guna. If there is no serenity behind the Rajaguna of the creation, the creation will be faulty. So Rajoguna is the creation, that is the action. But it has to be impelled by Sattva-guna, the thoughtfulness, meditation. That's why Brahma is always meditating in the lotus. When he was created, he was meditating. Before creation, you find in Chandi, it is said that when Vishnu was lying in the Kshira Samudra, in the Sheshanaga. What is Sheshanaga? Shesha, whatever remains, that God is there. Whatever of this creation remains, remaining of the creation, that is Maya or Avyakta. In that Avyakta, God is one, God is resting there. And that Avyakta is the Shesha. Sheshanaga is now it is shown as the snake, Naga, because Vishnu was sleeping. Who sleeps on the snake? It is comfortable to have the Vedas name. So just it is describing Shesha. So on the Shesha, the Vishnu, the supreme being, it is resting. And then from there, now it is not started. The Sheshanaga represents Avyakta, Prakriti, that Maya, that it represents. And then how does it happen? What is the first manifestation of creation? How will the creation start? Creation will start with intellect. Anything that we do, how do we do? Even when you cook, intellect has to be there. I have to put potato, I have to put salt, I have to cut it this way. All is the work of intellect. Without intellect, no action happens. When you drive, you're all that is also intellect. So this huge creation has to be done. So first thing is intellect, methodology, thought, that how the creation will be developed. That's why Brahma is always Veda. What is the knowledge of that creation? Brahma gets from Vedas. Whatever is the knowledge, that is called Veda. Veda means knowledge. Very word Veda means knowledge. The Brahma has the knowledge. Knowledge of what? Knowledge of creation, knowledge of dissolution, knowledge of giving life, knowledge of happiness. All that Brahma has the Vedas. It has the Veda in one hand, it is the Mala, it is the Gangajal, it has the lotus. That's what the Brahma is shown, having four arms. Gangajal, all purity, spiritual endeavor, and Mala, always spiritual life doing japam. That is what Brahma's astra. All gods have astra. Shankara has Trishul, Vishnu has chakra. Brahma has nothing like that. He holds lotus. What will lotus do? Flower. What that can harm others? Nothing harming. The Mahat. The role is not to harm. Role is to create. And how does he create without with these four things? No instrument. No, there is no chiseling thing. Nothing there. How does he create? So Brahma doesn't need anything to create. God, what it needs? Thought. Brahma thinks, let the universe come. Thus, all galaxies started rolling. Just by thought. Thought itself is creation. That is what the powerful thought. That's why they say that when people become very spiritual, their very thought can give us boon. That's why they say, please bless us. If you say you will be successful, I will be successful. Just his thought will make us successful. Like that. So Brahma does creation only with the thought. He thinks, and the galaxies nebula starts coming. And he thinks, and slowly that his own had made the rule of Vedas. There is the rule how this they will solidify, gas will solidify, all that. They then hot, then it become cool, then start rolling like that. Things can happen all by the laws that have been created by Brahma. Brahma said these are the geomagnetic laws, or all these are made. So these laws are not created by scientists. Scientists wants to understand those laws. Laws are created by the creator, who is the creator Brahma. That is the Mahat. So here also it says that he is the primeval one. Primeval one is God, and he brings through that Mahat, and he is with Maya, or this Mula Prakriti. From the Mula Prakriti, Sheshanaga, sleeping, and from Vishnu's navel comes what? One lotus flower, and seated on that is Brahma. Lotus is, that's why Brahmanda. Here that's why Abja Yoni. Lotus is the yoni, or the source of creation is what? Lotus. Abja Yoni gives the term. He doesn't say cosmic egg, he says Abja Yoni. And that from that comes the Mahat on that Abja Yoni, and that Mahan Brahma creates. In our Tantra, in Chandi, it is said that Brahma, Shiva, Vishnu was lying, and from that he was creation started by in that cyclic time, and then Brahma came, and Vishnu was still resting. His rest has not finished. If we need rest, no, 6 hours, 7 hours. Brahma, God also has to rest. And they rest, they create, rest, and then again they become active, and then work a lot in this world. After the creation is done, so Vishnu has to go to office, and he will be very busy. No Saturday, Sunday, no holidays. Every day, all the time, he has to work, look after the creation that he has created through Brahma. That is Vishnu's work. After this creation all done, goes well for millions of years, and then after that, when dissolution happens, Shankara's role, Shankara is a lot of work, some rest you need, and Shankara then absorbs all the things. Variety is absorbed into non-manifest thing. And then Vishnu is then resting, Aram say. Then when he was resting, then creation started. Still he was resting though. Vishnu didn't have to think that I have to create now. It's all it is done, programmed. So then Brahma came. Brahma came, he was just meditating, red faced and all that. With Brahma, the creator, good things, the creation is such thing. With he was all trying to make the universe, how to make and all that. He was meditating on that. In the meantime, some asuras came. Asuras and Madhu and Kaita. From where they came? Who created? Nobody created. Brahma didn't create us, Madhu and Kaita. Brahma was trying to create the universe, good people, they will enjoy like that. But this Asura came along with Brahma. Where they came from? From the Vishnu, Karna, Malod, Bhava. From wax of Vishnu's ears. They came. They came, and where did they fall? In the Kshira Sagara. Kshira Sagara is the prosperity, is the thing. Only that water was there. No planets were there. And the Vala came, and from that they become Asuras. Two very powerful Asuras. And they were swimming in that water. Nothing was there. And they saw that there is one person who wonderful is meditating, closed eyes and thinking something. Then he said, let us go and eat that. Asuras, no? Everything they have to eat. What is there? Go and make friendship. Let us go and inquire. Nothing there. Let us go and eat. So looks so nice, red face. And they were swimming and coming towards Brahma. Now Brahma has no astra. Other goddess has a Trishula, this thing, that thing. Durga is so powerful. Vishnu has also Sudarshan. Shiva has a Trishul. But Brahma has got only lotus. What they will do with lotus? And this huge asuras. Then he looks towards his creator, Brahma, the primeval being. He was in deep sleep. He called, Father, big danger for me. Get up and save me from this. Father is not waking up. He is in yoga nidra. He just creation not started. It is still rest time. So he is not waking up. Vishnu is in deep slumber. And now Brahma is worried. This Madhu and Kete were huge asuras swimming in that Kshira Sagara where that snake and all that was there. Nothing was there in creation. Mm. Then Brahma says, what to do now? He was on the lotus sitting there, no weapon. Lotus flower cannot kill those people. And killing, he doesn't know about killing. He knows only about creation. Brahma has that thing. If he has to kill, destroy, Shiva has to come. So Brahma knows only creation. Now I didn't create from where they came, by something. That's why out of Brahma's creation they came. Now what he can do? Very dangerous situation. When there is danger, then you call the Creator, protect me. The Creator is also sleeping. Then Brahma, through his knowledge, Brahma is knowledge. Brahma means Mahat, knowledge, Gyan. Through his Gyan, he understood now only one being that can save me is Durga, Devi. Devi has made him asleep. Devi is Nidra, Ya Devi Sarvabhutesu Nidra Rupena Samstita. All Brahma knows, all knows, and he knows everything. So it was created much later, but he knows that Ya Devi Sarvabhutesu Nidra Rupena Samstita. Oh, you are the mother, you have got him Vishnu in Nidra. So now please wake him. My condition is he didn't try to create Durga. He just wanted Vishnu to wake up because fighting with these Asuras, Madhu and Kaita was very difficult. Now he prays and prays to pray Devi. Devi then woke up and she made Vishnu wake up. Finished, rest finished, creation has started. Your role has come already. Already there is disturbance. Creation means disturbance. Work means there is problem. That's what life is. This body means disease, problem, work, some problem. Creation, there is some problem. Always something going on. Today is tsunami, tomorrow there is earthquake, day after tomorrow there is battle, war. All these things goes on. This is creation. So now Vishnu's rest finished, creation is start, and there is some problems also start. So he woke up, and then Mother didn't work so easily on Vishnu. Mother has to propitiate it. Divine Mother needs our prayer, worship, propitiation. Then only Mother become active. In this Chandi or Devi Mahatmyam, and there is beautiful words from Brahma to Mother. That's called Brahma Krita Devi Stuti. And she is pleased and she says, okay, I wake him. So Vishnu wakes up. Then he sees two demons are coming towards Brahma. All this has been done while he was sleeping. Then he has to protect. Now he challenges these Asuras. Asuras were very powerful. There were two, Vishnu was alone, and then fight ensues. Battle between Asura and Vishnu. But Asuras come from Vishnu, no? Some power of Vishnu, though from Karna Malodbhuta, but still there is some from Vishnu's part, and they were very powerful. And the battle, Vishnu cannot kill so easily to them. His own being came coming from him, but difficult to kill. So this battle goes on like that in the ocean. Vishnu swims this side, they swim that side. And they say Vishnu had to fight 1,000 years. 1,000 years of Brahma, not like our 1,000. That time creation is all going on. So lot of fight with these asuras. Deva Asura. That was the first Deva Asura Sangram. Mahisasura and Durga was later. That was during other Treta Yuga. This is Satya Yuga. Creation is started. And after 1,000 years of battle, still Vishnu could not kill them, Madhu and Kaitav. Now, after fighting for 1,000 years, this Madhu and Kaitav were very happy. He said, they say to Vaishnava, this Asura say to Vishnu, we are very happy fighting with you. At last we have found someone who can fight like us. Now ask boon, what do you want? Asuras are saying to Vishnu, you have fought well. We are very happy seeing your fighting skill. Nothing killing. And ask boon, what do you want? Then Vishnu says, I want you to be dead. I want to kill you. And Asuras, when they have given boon, Asuras are also powerful beings. Tathastu, kill us. No fear of death. And Vishnu then killed these Asuras. So Asuras were dead, Brahma started creation nicely. And Madhu Kaitava like that. And they said, it is said in the Puranas that they were so big that Vishnu, that through that fat became Medini, this earth. That is one saying. From the fat of the body of Madhu and Kaitava, as earth originated. Like that one saying. So it has origin is at some impure origin, but that doesn't matter. It is solidified. Solid thing has come like that thing. So that is how the story goes. Brahma is the creator, first creator, Brahma. So that is called Sutra. Sutra is the Brahma. And in our sutra is also whatever is buddhi is the sutra. In us, intellect. All that antakarana. That is the sutra in us. Individual, cosmic sutra is Brahma. So, what it says, the universe being an emanation of the Lord is not different from him. The Ishvara, one and undifferentiated at first, has his powers differentiated by time and appears to be of diverse forms like seeds reaching proper fields. So, it have written the creation is started, now varieties have come. Seed has manifested on tree, in the banyan tree. For this, when small seed, undifferentiated, nothing is seen inside, but tree comes out, from it come a trunk, roots, leaves, branches, and flowers and fruits. How many diversification comes from one seemingly undiversified thing, simple thing? Like that is the creation. From one being, Abhyakta, or the power of God, this whole creation has come diversified. For he is the primeval one, the substratum of Maya. Substratum means Maya rests on Ishvara. That Prakriti rests on Ishvara. Without Prakriti has its cannot stand without Ishvara. Ishvara Prakriti is the power of Ishvara. Human being so powerful. Where is that power rest? In the person. One person is a boxer. What is strength of the muscles? Where that muscle power is, it rests in that person. So person is like Ishvara. The power is like the Prakriti, manifestation of that power. And that power is always not manifested. When he punches other person, that time the power is manifested. Like that Maya, if not manifested, it just remains with God. Nobody notices. Creation is not there. But when there is punching is there, then manifestation starts. So like that is Maya, the component of the three gunas. Maya is not simple, it's three gunas. Subtle forms are always there. And the cause of the cosmic lotus. What is the cause of the cosmic lotus? It is that Maya. Cosmic lotus is Brahmanda. Cosmic lotus is this whole universe, created universe. The ultimate cause is Maya, which rests with Ishvara. And you can extrapolate that this all has come from Ishvara. Our idea of creation in Vedanta, unlike other theology, other religion, It's not that God is somewhere and He created universe and He created human being and gave to human being enjoy. Now I created everything for you. I created fish and sheep. You can kill and eat them and enjoy this thing. I've created everything: water, rivers, mountain. Finally, He created human being. What for? To enjoy this universe. So, and where is God? God is not here. He is in his own own place called heaven. So, heaven has no connection with earth. God is not connected with the earth. God is extra cosmic being. Cosmic is the whole universe. But in our religion, God creates this universe out of Himself by His own power. And like the seed manifesting, diversifying into a big tree, that God diversifies in this creation, in this lotus, lotus, I mean, what is it called? Lotus egg, is the term you give. Mm, Cosmic lotus, cosmic egg, cosmic lotus. So it manifests as this cosmic lotus. So God is always connected with this universe. God is there in this universe. That's why Upanishad will say Ishavasya Sarvam. All whatever is moving or unmoving, let it be covered by God. Not that you have to think that is covered by God. It is covered by God. Be aware of that fact. Tena tyaktena bhunjita. Here also say enjoy bhunjita. Enjoy this universe. But how? Tena tyaktena. By that renunciation. What is that renunciation? By that knowledge. When you know everything is God, that itself becomes renunciation. When God is everything, then how do you want something you have greed? And he says, Ma gridha kasya svidhanam. Don't have any covetousness for anybody's wealth. Whose wealth after all? It is all God's thing. So why will you covet anything that is God's? And everything is God. God covers everything, means including you. It's all God alone in varieties of form. That seed becomes the branch and the leaf and the trunk and the flower. That seed becomes all that is the manifestation of the seed. Similarly, God becomes this universe, inseparable from this universe. Subtle form, it is God. Gross form, it is this universe. So try to see God in the universe and serve this universe, your fellow human being. God in varieties of form, leaf, soft flower, hard trunk are all manifestation of one God. Similarly, good person and evil person, all are different manifestation of same God. Prakriti or this creation or Srishti is not separate from the Srashta. Srashta has become the Srishti. It is a transformation of Srashta into the Srishti. Creation is transformation of the creator, is not something they're lying. So beautiful concept that God is here and now. God is not somewhere living in heaven only. He is here and now. So that is beautiful concept. Uddhava is being mm, Krishna wants to Buddha to understand. Though I will be gone, but I am here. Why do you worry that my this one Leela goes means I'm not here? Srishti cannot remain if there is no God. God holds, God covers. That's why Srishti is there. You know the famous story of Hanuman. When Setu Bandhan was being done, so everybody was eating Ram and on the stone and throwing in the water, and it started floating. Ram saw, wow, great power in the name of Rama. Let me, I also try. So some others were resting. Rama went there, nobody is there, and he wrote Rama on the stone and put in this thing. And to his surprise, that sunk. That stone which Rama threw with writing Rama name, it sunk. So Rama was very embarrassed. And we thought nobody is seeing, why it happened that way? Everybody writing my name, it floats. When I throw that water, it sunk. Then, when he was perplexed, then he hears the voice, Lord, it will happen that way. Who is there? Hanuman. Always shadow of Rama, always following. He cannot go. Hanuman, see what happened. Everybody is writing Rama and it floats, and when I throw it, it sinks. What is wrong? She says, Lord, that was to happen that way. What do you mean? When you let something go from your hand, it will drown. You hold, that's why thing remains. When you let go, the world will drown. World cannot exist. That's why God holds it and God also covers it. God is there in every bit of this universe. They say it is like like the warp and woof of the textile, of the cloth. Like that, God is there in this universe. Like nothing but God. In a cloth, warp and woof. The only thing that makes cloth. In the cloth, if you say remove the warp and woof, you start removing. Is there any cloth remaining? All cloth is gone. Similarly, if you remove God from this creation, there is no creation. Creation is full with God. Beautiful Sanskrit word is called God is Anusyuta in this universe. Every bit, every pore of this universe is associated or God is present in every bit of this universe. Yet kincha jagatyam jagat, it is said. One Swami told me, give the example. How does God permeate this universe? It is like rasagulla dipped in that sugar syrup. You will find that sugar syrup in every pore, every bit of rasagulla. Like that, God is there in every bit of this universe, is creation. It is not separate. So try to find me. I'm hiding in everything. Try to see me and my Leela through different kinds of diversified things in the universe. So Uddhava, that he would say. Otherwise, why when Uddhava said it's not clear to me, I have doubts still existing, and he started saying the cosmology, so how Srishti Tattva, why that? To say that in this Srishti, I am always present. It is Ishopanishad's first verse. Ishavasya midam sarvam yat kincha jagatyam jagat. Tena tyaktena bhunjitha ma grida kasya svidhanam. By that renunciation alone, you enjoy. That means you can enjoy that this world by that renunciation alone. And what is that renunciation? Seeing that Isha or the God in everything of this universe. When you see God, you have renounced everything. You have renounced all your personal things. You are now focused on God, and that becomes renunciation. You have started seeing God. By that renunciation, you enjoy this universe. By that renunciation alone, you can enjoy this universe. Otherwise, you cannot enjoy. You will be in trouble. Little happiness, got little sweet ice cream, happy, wow, wonderful, nice thing. After that, lot of trouble. This is that thing, it is not cooked well, like this is not tasty. All troubles will come. But when you see God, then who cares for the taste? Once Swami Madhavanandaji was given tea. By mistake, sugar and salt were together. The person in Bhandar, they put the salt in place of sugar. And it was distributed, the same tea was given to all sadhus, brahmacharis there in Birurmat. And they tasted the salt in the tea. And we think, though it was not the in charge fault, but after all, it comes to the responsibility of the person. So first thing he thought, oh, what will happen? General Secretary Maharaj, the chief CEO of our order. So he ran there, and he saw, first thing he saw, that whole cup is finished. So tea was not already done. So he said, Maharaj, please pardon me. What for? Oh, by mistake it happened. What happened by mistake? So Maharaj, that the tea. Yes, tea. What happened in tea? Was by mistake in place of sugar, somebody put salt. It was together. Oh, there was salt in the tea. He even didn't notice that it was salt. It was not sweet because mind is engrossed in God. It is thinking of God and positive and nice things and blessing and all that. Who cares what type of tea you have given? So that is what happened. That is renunciation. Renunciation of taste, tongue. Doesn't matter what you give. Anything that is nutritious, that is good, is fine. Salt is also edible thing. Sugar is also edible thing. Suppose someone gives you payasam, kheer with salt. How will you feel? Oh, what type of thing? Person doesn't know at all. Will start criticizing. But yes, Maharaj, no criticism, nothing there. So we should not criticize for the food that we get. Annam na nindyat. Whatever you get, take it as prasada buddhi. That comes prasada buddhi. Whatever we are given, that is given by God. Take it as prasada. Be happy in that you are given the things, and gladly accept the thing that is given to you. Don't have any complaint. May we not accuse, demand, or complain. That is the spiritual three very spiritual qualities. Easy to say every day in the morning, evening, and noon. We say here, may we not accuse, demand, or complain. But difficult to practice. May we not accuse, demand, or complain. We say that, all of us devotees and all say, but next moment we start accusing. Oh, this vegetable is not good. That person is saying too much. Oh, he brags that I'm so much there, so much egoistic. Have you seen that? He's so much, she's so much of that possessive. So many things we start saying. But our prayer was, may we not accuse, demand, or complain. When we do not try what we pray, when our mind is not with our speech, then it becomes so diversified. We will not able to practice that, and it doesn't have any effect also. That's why may our mind be fixed in the speech. What I say, that should be with conviction, and I should try to convince that that speech may fixed in the mind. That what I have said, may I practice that. So that is the greatest prayer. Mano me vachi pratishthitam, vang me manasi pratisthita, mano me vachi pratishthitam. It's from Upanishads. Thank you. Good night to everyone. Now closing chant. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Jananim Saradam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Sritva Pranamami Muhurmu. Next Friday, I will be in Calgary. So our next Friday class will be online only. Thank you. Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna.